I was born in 1995, and anyone born in the 90s can tell you technology, it's forever changing, and that's because we've been through it. We have seen the development of technology and have adapted to it faster than any other generation. I moved from just having my parents' landline to my first phone, which was a flip phone, to a slide phone, and now I have the entirety of the internet in the palm of my hand with a smartphone. I was raised on computers with monitors that would take up the entire desk, to now being able to keep my laptop in my bag and whip it out anywhere I go. As an aspiring writer at a young age, I cannot tell you how many stories I have lost in my childhood from using only paper. Then when I had digital, I had Microsoft Word. However, if your computer crashed, say goodbye to your files. Now, there's this magical thing called Google Docs, where I can work on my stories anywhere I want, from my phone, from my laptop, from different computers. It's amazing. And I can't lose it. It's on the internet. Now, in this evolution of technology, from being a student where all notes were handwritten and the only people that had access to the internet were teachers, I have started my journey into the digital age as a teacher where my students have access to the internet. I find it incredible that I see each one of my students having equal opportunity to learn by utilizing a ThinkPad in their classroom. And they also have Wi-Fi that they can have at home, and they can do their assignments anywhere that there is Wi-Fi and be able to do research in an instant without having to pick up a single book. Being a 21st century learner means that technology is what paves our path to the future. However, I can see how it deters people now. In my students, I see them stray from assignments to watch videos on YouTube. But in myself, I see myself do the same when I should be doing homework by watching Netflix. There's a hole in myself from where I used to be able to read a book a day and enjoy being immersed in a world through reading. But now technology is taking over and many people of my generation have trouble focusing on a single task at a time. It's impossible for us to sit down and read without having to do something 5 minutes later. I am constantly checking my social media accounts, when in the past that was never an issue because they didn't exist. I can only imagine how overwhelmed my students are with the amount of information we get on the daily. According to the Telegraph, the amount of information we receive every day is 5 times as much information as someone would in 1986. And all that bombardment on us definitely can be part of the reason that the younger generation has higher tendencies to be diagnosed with anxiety, depression, along with learning disabilities like ADHD. It saddens me immensely with the growth of the digital age, there seems to be a fall in the high-end literacy. High-end literacy to me is books and research through physical copies of texts. The ability to hold a book and smell the worn-out, musty pages while you get immersed in the text and the tale. Yet, I do see how going green is important, and I can see why it's on the rise. You can take your books anywhere, you can always have it on you, but I think it is up to us as teachers to be able to incorporate both into the classroom. Literacy isn't just books. Social media is the most attainable resource of literacy we, meaning both students and teachers, come across. If you can read it, it's literacy. I use it every day, I know my students do, so how can we adapt it into the classroom for us to use? As I look at my life and how I have adapted technology, becoming the focus point of everyone's life, I'm sure we can adapt using technology in education just as easily. And with that, having literacy capable in our hands.